Hello everybody, how's everyone doing? Alright, today we're going to talk about two black VTuber agency, one being going to close up soon, Akio Air, as well as the other one which is actually VNU, who is actually going to do something like trying to make Selene Tatsuki termination look at least not as worse as you guys might think. So it's actually kind of interesting that now that now there is a lot of VTuber agency that is kind of like showing it's like doing their speed run to become the worst black company that you can ever be. I mean, like, we really know very well that is the Nijisanji situation that caused a lot of people to hate on them, and when it comes to black VTuber agency, definitely number one is definitely Nijisanji, due to the reason that they are the one who been on like having a lot of questionable action on a daily basis. But then again, when you have other company that is trying to either hide themselves or trying to do closure along the line, or maybe to the case of like trying to showcase that, hey, Selene Tatsuki termination was bad, yeah, let's show you even worse. So it's at this point of time, I'm just giving my take as a random man casual VTuber on how you feel about this whole situation. So if this is your thing, you can just stick around and listen. But then again, this is just a short version for you guys. So basically what happened is that, number one, for Akio Air, they decided to close down and tell everyone that, hey, you know what, we're gonna close down, anything happen, not our problem, but if you want to check, we are check our local our legal action, our company along the line. And as for the other one, VNU, we are going to seek damage from one of our talents who create a problematic, and even when she's telling the truth, we are going to tell the whole damn world that it is not true. But even though it is true and that she got the evidence, we are still going to tell the whole damn world that it's not true. So basically, when you got all these things happen, right? Yeah, I'm actually very questionable that, are those VTubers still working in there? Because I mean, like, one of them is they need closest, that it should not be, but more on that later for Akio Air. But actually more so worse for VNU. I mean, like, the amount of comment who wrote in like, you already graduated her and then now you terminate her, and it's like, what the hell are you trying to do? Are you trying to prove something else? They even go to the point of having showing the whole world that, oh, we got new people, we got new talents debuting. And then now people is wondering like, hey, when will be the next time for the next graduation now? So alright, that's the long form short form for the whole situation that is happening right now. But then again, now it's now for my thing. And if you guys need more information, I will link you guys to some other VTuber like Lydia-san, Force-san, as well as Salvi-san for their take. They do more talk on the VNU situation as well as the close stage of Akio Air. But I'm just giving my take and how I feel about the whole situation, so you guys can, if you guys are interested on those, you can go and check it out. But I'm just giving my take. At least that's how I feel. Okay, let's start with Akio Air, the one of the OG black VTuber agency along the line. So in case anyone want to know, this is just a refresher for you guys. In regards to Akio Air, what caused it to close was actually it's actually more interested that it all started out when they first hired a minor. I mean, like, previously I did talk in one of my videos, previous random chat along the line, is that I used to talk, yes, I know people will hate on me about hiring of minor. Hololive did it once, for anyone who knows. The one of the things that a lot of people need to understand, that is it a bad thing to hire minor? I wouldn't say bad if you are paying them accordingly and hiring them and teaching them along the line to, I won't say that use the word I would say, I know some people will say, isn't that grooming? No, I won't use the word grooming, don't get me wrong. I'm actually more towards like leading down them to the right path of entertainment. And often more than not, and if you actually hire a minor, do not, and I have to tell you guys, do not let her do something that is very questionable, aka adult stuff. And when the agency VTubers are all well known for doing questionable stuff, aka adult stuff, it's already kind of a number one huge red flag. And it make it even more worse when people start calling things out, and it actually got even worse when even their VTuber talents actually got even into the whole situation that they feel like, yeah, enough is enough. So when that actually happened, the whole house of cards for Akio Air just went crumbling down, and it wasn't like instant down. It was slowly from the top. You can just see the thing card just fall all the way down to the base. So what actually happened was that one of the talents so-called graduated or wanted to be out to and she kind of like pointed things out about how the CEO is doing questionable thing, which is basically eating money from the talents, as well as trying to trick their talent into thinking that he's another god. When is the last time we see another person who tried to play himself as the god? Kurosanji desu ne. So when you have a person who is, and even making even worse is that the CEO is making it very uncomfortable for the talents to do whatever they want along the line, or stepping into and trying to make them play game with him. I mean, like, play game, sure. I mean, yeah, I can understand if you want to play game with your talents, but don't you know about something called privacy or giving them space? I mean, like, I'm not telling you to go to the outer space, but giving some talents a little bit of space for them. So I mean, like, that is very important as a employer, you know. So it's actually kind of like making me questioning, like, what the hell is the CEO? And I did backtrack a little bit on the, I mean, like, is it a bad thing to hire minor? I don't think it should be, because basically if I mention again, if the minor need money and they are being hired so that they can have the money to help their family, yeah, that is a good thing. But then again, when the company is mistreating their talents and even going to the point of hiring a minor to do something questionable, or doing like maybe at the same time tricking the minor talents into not getting any pay, then that's just basically slavery. So is it a good thing or is it a bad thing if you want to hire minor? It depends on how you look at it, but more so bad for Akio Air. And that is when things, like I mentioned, start crumbling down, when a lot of the talents decided not to stream, decided to be out of the company, and it caused a lot, technically it did cause a lot of damage and reputation ruin for the company in a way. But what making even more worse is how the company handling the whole situation. There's just basically the whole situation got even more worse, and more people start coming out and pointing out the situation. They became indie, which is good for them. They got their own audience, which is also good. But the company had received so much bad PR that it shouldn't exist in the first place. So Akio Air have been on the quiet for like quite a long while. I mean, like, around 8 or 9 months in total. I mean, like, the last time I talked about it is really, I was talking like way loud, okay, in one shot, 4-5 random chat in one go. I won't link you guys to those episodes. If you guys are interested, it will be in the random chat playlist, so you guys can check out in my YouTube channel. But the one thing is that what make it even more questionable for the Akio Air is that they decided to tell their investor that, hey, there's no cheating out of money, even though when one of the talents actually point out that they did not receive money or payment from the company, and they were already kind of like been due their payment. Or even making even worse is that the payment apparently is like they have instead of going like monthly, they say that, oh, it's much better if you go by you maybe 2-3 months, and then when you ask them about the money, they don't even give you any money, because and they said, oh, there's no money, like. So the question is like, where the hell is the money gone? And even one of the talent actually say along the line that, hey, one of the CEO himself bring his mom and him to and the talents to oversee. But what making even more worse is that the CEO didn't even pay for her stay or her ticket or whatever. It's just basically, hey, you know what, just come with us, and she's being forced to do so, and she have to pay out of her own money, which is like, wait, what? So I mean, like, even if she say that, oh, he did, even if he go and say that, oh, he did provide the air ticket along the line, but the question is that don't you provide the whole damn thing, like the place to stay along the line? And the thing is, right, when he is spending a lot of money, the thing is, where did that money come from? Is it from the talents or is it from the investors? So if when it's stated that he's living like having a lot of money on his own, it's just find it questionable that did he misuse the company fund? And if that's the case, it will actually explain why a lot of investors might decide to like pull out of the whole situation because they want their money back. And at the same time, it's actually more interesting that the company stated in their statement is that the return of the investor had yet to meet their expectation. It's more so like the company already like got bad like bad reputation, and as well as that there's no talent in there. Maybe there is one or two, but when there is like no one still in there, the question is like, why would anyone want to even stream as Akio Air talents? So at this point of time, is there any money return for the company? Obviously, no. I mean, like anyone who know very full well is that don't give a company to a black don't give money to a black company. Sorry. So at this point of time, it's like obviously the investor is gonna say that, hey, if you're going to invest in a company that is going to lose money, we might as well let's just pull out, and there's no point for the investor to consider investing in the company. It's a loose cause. And it would be even interesting is that if the debtor or creditor or the investor go and find him just to get squeeze out the money wherever he had left. And even more so, it's kind of funny that the whole statement put out by Akio seems to be very questionable, which I think a lot of people tend to miss out on probably. One of the things that I think most people would actually miss out is that, again, it's not, the return of investment had yet to meet the expectation. It's like, why would a company for 9 months that still exists still having investor? And like it's already kind of established in a way that people kind of pull out a lot already, and yet this letter is trying to state that, oh, the investor didn't get enough money back. Well, if you invest in Akio Air, bad for you. If you got your money back, good for you. But if you don't have your money back, go and kill him. No, just okay. I'm just joking. Don't kill anyone. All right. So the thing is, right? The thing is, when you look at the whole situation, is actually kind of questionable. How they is still invested in the company, and even I myself find it like, what the heck is happening? So, it's actually making it even worse as well as like one of the thing you got, I think most people might have actually missed out on probably, is that they say that the legal firm will handle all further communication. And the thing is, right, why will you give it to your legal firm? It means that the thing is, right, there is no one, like there is what basically this sentence mean, right? It means that the company is not just only closed. It's not only that they don't have anyone to represent the company. But more questionable is that when they stated that necessary legal action and unresolved dispute, the company that is closed is no longer existing, and the only way to seek compensation or whatsoever or that is related to the company will be through the legal firm. And actually, it's more questionable, like why would you look for a legal firm? Like, is there no person to represent you? I mean, like the only way, if you're saying like you're a lawyer to represent you, yeah, really questionable. But why would people want to look for a lawyer then? So the thing is, right, when you have this kind of situation happening, it can be likely that people are trying to send in lawyer letter or compensation or whatever to the company, and the only way to get back will through the lawyer who is representing the CEO of Akio Air, or the formerly known surviving company along the line. So when this happened, right, the one thing I'm actually very skeptical is that, number one, is very likely that the CEO himself is hiding, and that the only way to go through him is actually go through the lawyer. And the funny thing is that the only and any outstanding matter or whatever, they say that they will liquefy, unused, or discard digital asset, which I think is very likely just the model or the computer they have, or office if there is even one in the first place. Like, it just seems so questionable. Like, very, very, very okay. So when you got this kind of thing happening, it's really like, why would anyone want to even support this brand company in the first place? And it's really, really bad. And like I mentioned, maybe you guys may know more than me, but I'm just pointing out that there's something wrong with the legal, like having the legal firm to handle it. And the worst thing is that the contact is still going through the contact of the Akio Air, so maybe the website will still survive. Maybe it's not right now. A lot of people is spamming death threat to the company along the line. Maybe no, maybe I don't know. But then again, the questionable is that I know a lot of deep source is I'm actually fighting within myself to not talk a lot about stuff. Okay, I have information that maybe like Idilia and Sabi-san is not aware, or FalseEyeD even is not aware. But then when I went to NDA and I can't talk about it, yeah, it's really, really problematic. So the one thing I can say is that that is two things I can highlight. That is that the questionable thing is legal battle. Why would is what I'm thinking right now is that there is a possibility of the company still under like, technically there is a possibility of it doing having some sort of legal battle ongoing right now. That is the reason why they say any debate look for our legal along the line. But the thing is, right, why would they state that as that? Which is the reason why I say I state when I learn about information, the only thing I can say that there seems to be a legal battle based on my source. There seems to be. Is it ongoing or is it over? I do not know. That's when I have to draw the line, okay? Or maybe the person draw the line. So the only thing I do able to squeeze out was there's an ongoing battle. Maybe yes, maybe no. Have you ended? I don't know. So that is the only thing I can give out. The second thing that actually is a speculative thought. The other party actually do agree with my thought, but the thing is that we do not know, and it's a speculative thought. So take it with a huge pinch of salt, because it has to, because there is no proof on what the CEO of Akio Air will do. So take it with a huge pinch of salt and understand that apparently the reason for the close date of Akio Air was because there's no way to rebrand it. There's no way to have a comeback. The only way to come back is to create a new company. And the reason why they put up this statement, like the return of the investor has yet to meet their expectation, as well as legal action. So what I'm pointing out based on these two statements is that it's a very speculative thought. It's a very huge stretch. So sorry, is that I believing there is a possibility that the CEO of the Akio Air is going to close down Akio Air and then recreate a new Vtuber agency. And if you guys see a new Vtuber agency pop out of nowhere, be careful who's the CEO is, because if it's the same person who is the founder of Akio Air, yeah, maybe he is bad for more money along the line. So the one thing I'll have to say is that based on these two, I know some people are saying like, hey, I'm being crazy, but knowing a person based on the behavior a lot of things, I can see that possibility that he is trying to close this company. Because the thing is that why would I point out that, right, is that how can a company still have investor after so damn long? It's just that it is very likely that he's trying to say that, hey, you know what, if we are not earning money as Akio Air, why not we create a new one and earn money from that? So if the CEO decided to do that, like rebrand, instead of call rebranding, it's like reopening, then that would explain why investors still want to stay with Akio Air. And even if they're losing money, if they're able to like get a return of money in the future, I wouldn't see why they won't consider that as a win for them, because investor want more money. So it's something that we have to be very on the lookout for. Anyone who know this kind of thing, I know there are people who do a very deep, like do deep research, and I will applaud them if they can do a close up on this thing. But in regards to the legal battle, is it a thing or not? I only can say that based on my source, yes, it seems there is one, with the reason why there is the issue, but the result, that's where I have to draw the line. And how the battle is it ongoing or not, I do not know, but based on the statement they put out, right, it seems to be ongoing. Okay, based on the statement, it seems to be ongoing, so I'm not sure, but we have to give it a wait and see approach. Secondly, I think this one for VNU, I mean, a lot of people did kind of Lydia-san and Salvi-san kind of like do it during their live stream. So if you guys are interested, you guys go and check it out. I don't think they will mind if you guys kind of like skip through to the part to watch them. They did talk about it in their live stream about the VNU, how they feel about the whole situation or whatsoever. So if you guys are interested on that, you guys can go and check it out. I will put up the link to their video or their live stream in the description below, so you guys can check that out. But one thing I do want to give for VNU is actually very, very simple. Do not use Nijisanji as an example. And apparently VNU did not get the memo and they decided to double down. So again, what I'm saying is that when you put up a termination statement, right, it's kind of interesting that Nijisanji already did a few times already, both for Zion, who is now Sayu, and Zelen Tatsuki, who is basically Tokibird. Anyone who knows the notice of termination of the talents is basically knowing that it was just a smearing campaign. A smearing campaign. It's very, very simple. Akio Air kind of like stating that, oh, someone had left the company and it's kind of funny that they're trying to say that, hey, we try to live on a good term, or we're trying to reach out to the talents, and then they kind of like backtrack and say that, okay, we're gonna terminate her. And then the funny thing is that on both situations, they're trying to discredit her. And despite being like, it's just them bad. Like, they're trying to defend themselves by saying that, hey, we trying to reach out to her, but she decided to smear us. Oh, we are not very happy about it. But when you actually look at the whole situation, right, there is a lot to unpack here, but I would just say that it does not look good, because basically what they are trying to do is they're trying to backtrack on their statement and trying to paint that the talent is the one in the fault. And I will point out three different things. Number one, when they say that she was paid considerable support money for 10 months, including her training period, that is called salary. She worked for the company, obviously she should be paid. So are you telling me that in the first place you do not pay your talents? And that if they earn money as a salary, those are not salary, those are supportive money. So like, are you trying to get back the money? Like, dude, you hired her, you should be paying her. So when they say that they are giving supportive money, like, are you trying to state that she is really like I previously mentioned in my previous video? I'll put that video in the description below, so you guys can go and check out yourself. Did they actually freaking treat Serafi-san as an employer? Like, are you giving money to her just because she need the support money to sustain herself? Like, dude, you're the freaking employer, she is the freaking employee, you giving her money that's salary, not supporting money. That is the first time in my freaking year as a old man I have heard of something called supportive money. Like, wow, you give supporting money everyone. That is not for the things that they did for you is that is not salary, I guess. That is something I ever heard. Like, this is something wrong, okay? Number two, this is ridiculous, but after her unexpected response, we have been internally discussing way to resolve and have not pursued any form of legal or official charge. Like, why does it take that long for you guys to do this? Like, why is it that she have to go through and around like few weeks of disappearance? Like, are you guys trying to milk the merch sales or ad revenue along the line? Because the thing is, right, if you guys really truly treasure her, she wouldn't be thinking of trying to terminate herself in the first place or trying to graduate herself in the first place. It's that your freaking management is F up. And if you can't even understand this simple thing, and now you're backtracking, obviously people are gonna just call you that a black company because it's so damn obvious that you have mistreated your talents in the first place. So right now they are trying to say, oh, we are trying to find legal action. It's like, it's even more worse. You are freaking trying to use legal action to threaten your employees. It's the same thing as that in my video, at the same video that you get that I mentioned earlier, that are they trying to use legal action or money to legally bind the talent to stay with the company or rethink about getting a graduation or termination? It's like, if that is the case, that's called blackmailing. And if that is like I mentioned again, if that's the case, that is a simple blackmailing, and yeah, definitely need to give them a bong. So the thing is, right, at this point of time, it's really bad that they freaking admit in their letter, official letter. This is how I look at it. Okay, so you guys, whether you guys think I'm overthinking, you can take it with a few pins of salt and throw the salt at the screen if you need to, but this is ridiculous. I mean, like, if you guys want to go and call out legal mindset, is my view considered wrong? If he say it's wrong, then I will have to backtrack. I would do a new random check and backtrack. But from how I look at it, right, it seems that what they are doing is a form of blackmailing. Because why would you have to go to the point of trying to think of ways to not use legal mindset or officially charge the amount in the first place? It's like, it just means that they are trying to blackmail the talents that, hey, you earn this much money, or hey, we're gonna, if you leave, we're gonna charge you for even more compensation. Like, when you look at the compensation, when they show the receipt, right, there is a lot of questionable things that I'm actually very confused. Why would the salary of your director or anyone else be part of the compensation? Like, isn't that supposed to be belonging to the employer? So the thing is, right, when the company is not paying for the salary for the whatever that happen, it means that they are trying to squeeze out every payment from the talent. So if the talent earn any money, not only do the company get the cut out from the talent is also required to pay for all the expenses. Like, isn't the expenses supposed to be paid by the company in the first place? That's very questionable, right? So that's the second thing that I'm very like scratching my head, or even till now, like, what is the company doing? Like, do they not have a proper payment from the company to the talent? I mean, like, if you get a cut pay out of the talent's pool of their earning, that cut is supposed to be you as the employer, the company, the Vtuber agency, to pay the director yourself. So why are you looking, like, if you're asking the talent to pay for it, then the question is that what are you getting apart? You should be getting only the salary from the talents. You are not, so you pay basically you are paying asking for your pay, and if the talent have and you are not supposed to get a cut of a 30% cut or 50% cut or 70% cut at all. You're not supposed to get any cut at all. You're supposed to only get the salary yourself. And it will contribute to the point one, which is basically, why are you giving supporting money in the first place? Isn't that salary? So I feel that number one, the supporting money is salary, and number two is what they're doing right now is technically trying to blackmail her into all this situation. And the third point, although not really directly from the whole situation, right? But it's more so like one of the things that kind of been bugging me. I know it's kind of like people will question like why would I say this? Actually, the question is like, is there a proper management in the company? Like all this, like based on the whole situation, right? Based on the statement, it's already like a freaking copy paste from Nijisanji. So basically, it's like, hey Nijisanji, can I copy your answer? Your homework is basically the notice of termination. Like, it seems that there is no PR, there is no management within VNU, and this is just downright bad. A lot of people have been saying, and this is the first time I see like someone say, oh, she graduated. Oh, no, she terminated. And the last thing so what is the worst thing that they can come out with? Oh, no. She's fired. Well, termination is technically fired, right? So it's really more and more ridiculous. Like, what were they thinking? I mean, like, like if they kind of like wanted to show the whole world that, hey, there's some misunderstanding. We are open to listening, but the thing is, right, when they are even backtracking, like saying like, oh, hey, she is telling the like when she put out the truth and she got proof to point it out, and the company is like realized that they has hold a gun and sue at their own feet, and now they are trying to backtrack, and now they are trying to sue her for damages. And the funny thing is, right, the damage is that they are the one who caused the damage them, so they themselves who are the one who sued their own feet, and now they are trying to seek damage and the medical expenses for their injured feet that they shoot themselves on, but with the talents. Like, what logic is that? I'm even confused what the hell is coming out of my mouth, you know? So the thing is, right, at this point of time, it's really ridiculous at how they are doing this whole thing. I mean, like, it's probably they don't have a proper PR or a proper management in the first place. Which, again, if true, right, if true, it would strongly, and like, it would strongly elaborate Alien San to be short, who was formerly known as Amano Serafi. So if when Alien San say that when she was forced to go to the meeting and there seems to be no discussion about how to make her better as a VTuber, it would actually prove that point. Because the thing is, right, if you have a proper management, this kind of thing won't happen. But it's because they don't have a proper management, and now they are backtracking, and now they're putting out this thing. It just seems to be a very bad form of damage control, and it didn't even answer the question like, did they have a bad management? I mean, like, if they're trying to say that, hey, she's putting up a smearing campaign against and a lot of things happen, and like blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, just shut up. So the thing is, it's actually interesting. Like, even though when they kind of like assign her new manager to meet her need or whatsoever, but the thing is, right, why would you need to reassign manager or trying to say that, oh, we have to we have to give her salary or support money along the line, or trying to have an open discussion or negotiation with her. But we have to also try to get compensation from her. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, like, maybe to them, but at this point of time, it just doesn't make sense at all. and more so that they are now trying to do compensation to everyone. They're trying to give compensation to everyone, which a lot of people is trying to say that is the company trying to steal money from Alien Sun? It seems that to be the case because half a freaking million to graduate or terminated. That's very questionable, you know. Like, are they trying to overestimate their value? Maybe. I mean that's a possibility. But the thing is, right, when you are doing this kind of thing and trying to treat people, I mean, like at this point of time, the way I'm looking at it, right, it's just a form of blackmailing. $500,000 as a compensation to get out of the company. That's blackmailing. At least that's how I feel. Giving supporting money, that's basically salary. And then right now they are backtracking about a lot of evidence that was shown by Alien Sun, and now they are saying, oh, that's not true. But then you guys kind of like shooting yourself in the feet by stating a lot of information in the statement that yeah, it seems to be true. It's like, why is there more to fight anymore? Like, dude, these are the 3 points that I find very amazing. That they are just admitting right now that they are another black video agency, a black company for short. And I'm actually amazed with a lot of black agency nowadays that I feel like I'm questioning how many agency out there, VTuber agency out there, other than maybe Face Connect or Hololive production, are there how many white company are there, and how many hidden black company are there? Because VNU just openly admitting that they are a black company themselves. I might be wrong, but the way they're doing it right now, this statement, it's no different from Nijisanji. It's no different from a action done by a black company. Is it a black company? I will leave you guys to debate on that on the comment below. But the one thing you guys have to understand that I'm giving my take is, it's just my speculation. It's just a random chat. Take it with a huge pinch of salt and throw the salt at the screen if you need to. But if you guys got your own opinion, your own thought about Akio Air, do you think that Akio Air may reopen a new company, a VTuber agency to do a refresh start, or is there something still lurking in the background that we might be missing out on? Or maybe for VNU, is it a black company or not? Or is the point that I point out seems questionable to you guys? Maybe you guys want to give a counter argument. Yeah, I'm open for open discussion in the comment below. So just write in the comment below and I will we can discuss it further. But with that being said, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that never follow a single trend. But till then, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye.